All right, Place to Water Sports. We are back on YouTube, back on Facey, back on Twitch. We've just got to get me back up and running now on TikTok. Transpired, I had to end it on TikTok. It was not possible to change what I needed to change. So let's go. We are now back live everywhere. Just in time for kickoff as well. Oh, fantastic. Just in the nick of time. Kickoff is underway. Okay, that's obviously not the right multi. Didn't get a chance to get my multi on the screen. So that's been the problem here. Didn't get the multi on the screen. Rabbitohs have got the kickoff. And it's the Roosters with first possession. Luke, ahoy there. Jim Condon, ahoy. Jason Callaway, ahoy. And DJ Shack, ahoy, mate. Let's just make sure that we are up and running everywhere. Actually, I might need to click. No, I did click go live on Facebook. Sweet. We are up and running everywhere. Rabbitohs, Roosters, locked and loaded, and the ball's been spilt on play 4 by Sir Angus Crichton. Inside the first minute of the game, we've got our first mistake, and it is Sir Angus. You can't believe it. Dropped it cold. And it's the Rabbits that are going to have first real attacking raid here in this contest. We're still trying to process the game prior, Cowboys. No points in the second half for the Panthers, right? Cowboys held them scoreless in that half. Incredible. Big mistake here from Angus inside the first minute of the game. And here come the Bunnies now. Tatola. So I've got Latrell Mitchell, 2 tries. Isaiah Tass and Dom Young as Humphreys takes the line on. Out the back for Jye Gray. How immense has Jye Gray been? Dally M leader so far. Walker. Here's Mitchell. Latrell with the flick pass out to Tass. Side the 10. Fifth and last. Crossfield kick here from Walker. What a competition is the word I'm trying to say. In the air. And it's been lost forward by the Rooster. And that's a result here for the Cowboys. They'll get 6 more tackles. Nice kick from Cody Walker. 22 points to 18. The Cowboys over the Panthers. And let's just remember, we still haven't seen a fully fit Panthers team yet this season. Rabbitohs scrum. Here's Latrell. Looking for the cutout pass. Dominic Young pops it up, looking for the intercept. But it's been called a knock on. Oh, Dom Young, he was nearly away. The knock on is called. Chaotic start to this match. DJ Shack says, is there seriously a betting market on sin bins? Probably. Yeah, if you've got the right bookie. If you've got the right bookmaker, you can place bets on when somebody's going to literally pass away. Sean Kepi. 5 meters out from the line. Slow play the ball. Here come the Bunnies, though. Mamazoulis from dummy half. Slow play the ball. And a strong carry here from Tatola. A meter short from the line here. Mamazoulis fires it out for Walker. Double pump for Gray. And Gray can't step back inside. Robert Toya, who puts a huge hit on him. 5th and last. Back for Walker. Crossfield kick. Worked out for them last time. a bump off from Angus Crichton. I feel like he gets away with an escort there, and the Roosters come away with it. The Roosters have survived that early attacking raid. It's not so much morbid that it's a thing, DJ Shack, but just think about the manipulation that could go on for that sort of thing. I mean, would one think twice? If they're that way inclined already, would one think twice about spending 10 grand on a hitman if they knew that they were going to get X amount of dollars? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jamie Humphries is off the field early here. Jamie Humphries is off the field. Well, that's huge. That could be massive in the context of this game. Jamie Humphries, what a find he's been in the number 7 jersey, and he is off the field. That's big. Here's Walker now. To Gray. Here's Mitchell, almost on the outside of Toya. Toya's doing extremely well to keep him locked up in the early goings of this match. Allow Matungi. $40 meters out here. Down the short side, Mitchell puts a huge bomb up. That is an absolute monster. And Tedesco says, what? What are you talking about? Monster? I took that easy. Says Teddy. Penalty now to the Roosters. Inside the 10 meters. 6 minutes gone. No score. Off the back of the penalty, here come the Roosters now. Cutout pass, hits the chest perfectly of Billy Smith, who carries it inside the 20 for play 3. The Rabbitohs defense scrambles. Now Sandon Smith takes the line on, and Sandon Smith goes straight through. Sandon Smith with the first try of the game. Sandon Smith has just absolutely cut them to pieces. 4 points to 0. Roosters, first try. Wow, Sandon Smith is in my fantasy squad. wastedsports.com.au/games. It's not too late. We're only 5 rounds in. It's not too late to join our tipping and fantasy. Sandon Smith is my starting 5/8 in NRL fantasy. And what a start this is for the Rooster. He's not in my multi. Not a good weekend for multis. Well, not mine anyway. Other people have been going all right. And after doing a lot of defense in the opening 7 or so minutes, the Roosters have just piggybacked up the other end of the field and gone, boom, easy try. From right in front to convert his own try, Sandon Smith makes it 6 points to 0 in favour of the Roosters. Full time in the Super Rugby, Nathan. Chiefs 27, Reds 15. But that's still a solid performance from the Reds to be where they are in the competition ladder. I think is still an impressive effort. Oh, just your tips. Your tips you're worried about. Fair enough. I don't know who I went for. Back underway, and Tupou hands it off for Lindsay Collins. And Lindsay Collins growing that hair out. Can't help but notice. 20 metres out from their own line here. Nafa'u White. Hard man to put down. 6 points to 0, 9 minutes gone. And they've spilt the ball again here. This time, Nat Butcher. Well, the Roosters, they've got the dropsies inside their own 30. Angus Crichton is 4 errors to 0. 4 errors to 0 in the opening 10 minutes of this game. 4 errors by the Roosters. That's insanity. How are they in the lead? Well, they might not be in the lead for very long. 30 metres out, a full set of 6 here for the Rabbitoh. Scrum down in midfield. Matt Mazulis brings it this near edge for Jye Gray. Gray slides down in the tackle. Whiten, I think it is there, slotting into dummy half. 10 minutes gone. 3 from 6 complete sets in this opening 10 minutes. 4 errors. How are the Roosters ahead? Incredible. Here they come. Right, Sullivan steps, gets the pass off, and just chopped down a metre short here, the Rabbitohs. 6 more tackles. They're up quickly, the Roosters. Walker with the double pump for Kalamatangi. 5 metres out. We'll have to find out what happened to Jamie Humphries. Penalty now to the Rabbitohs. Take the 2. Get some points on the board. No, tap and go. And it's Totola. We'll have to find out what happened to Jamie Humphries. He's a big, big loss this early in the game for the Rabbitohs. A big loss. If indeed he's out of the game. We'll have to find out. Mamazulis fires it left. Cody Walker takes the line on. Walker wrapped up by Siu Wong. Now, the crash ball for Totola, and Totola goes straight through. Well, defense tonight is clearly optional. It's going to be a huge, high-scoring game. Sandon Smith breaking through the line, and now Tavita Totola. We obviously have a defense-optional match. And on this occasion, they said, yeah, no thanks. You have it. 6-4, kick to come. There you go, odd poppet. They're back. We're about to be all square. 6 apiece. Struggling to figure out how the Roosters are ahead. Try scorer for the Bunnies, Junior Totola. From right in front, Latrell Mitchell puts it over. Jamie Humphries, of course, off the field. Well, Humphries probably wouldn't be kicking anyway, would he? Latrell's back. He'll take over the goal-kicking duties no matter what. Probably. Yes, indeed. Kavita Totola, TT. And Sandon Smith, SS. TT and SS. The opening try scorers. I love it. Roosters with the restart. Taken by Cody in the in goal. Hands it off here for Totola, the try scorer. And the Rabbitohs start this set. 10 out from their own line. 6 apiece we are. Catching them napping. Mamazulis. A good dart. Jye Gray scoops it up with one hand. Offloads. Some good front foot ball here for the Bunnies. 40 out from their own line. Gray gets involved again. Dally M leader, of course. If we haven't mentioned that already. 5th and last. And the kick downfield. Latrell pumps it downfield. Dominic Young lets it bounce. And it sits up in the end goal. Young brings it back into the field of play. And he's wrapped up. 5 out from their own line here. The Roosters. Tedesco scoots out a dummy half. Teddy puts the the goosey on Kalaumatangi. Kalaumatangi comes back at him. Jamie Humphries, unlikely to return, left hamstring. He's done his hammy inside the opening 5 minutes. Jaden Sullivan was luckily on the interchange bench. Well, I say luckily. It's not really luck when we're talking about Wayne Bennett, the master coach. No luck is involved. But Jaden Sullivan was on the bench, and the Roosters have put this out on the full. Fifth and last. The kick out on the full. Jack Whiten putting pressure on, forcing that mistake. Send and Smith plugs this out on the full. Rabbitohs will have it on halfway. This game being played at a very fast pace. And Michaeli Ravalawa. What a strong carry that was. Big Michaeli. Through the hands now. Walker, flat pass to Kalaumatangi. Puts the fend on one. They come back at him and bring him out. Bring him down 30 out, though. Into midfield. Hubner. Oh, milking a crusher here. Lockie Hubner gets up and plays it. He kind of half-milked it. Jye Gray takes the line on. Oh, he's a little pocket rocket. Fifth and last here. 10 out. Short side goes Latrell. Barges over the line and scores. Latrell, welcome back. Latrell Mitchell from dummy half. Scoots out down the blind side. Puts the fend on. Barges his way over 3 defenders. Welcome back, sir. Rabbitohs in the lead. There's one of the two that we need from Latrell tonight. I've got to try at some point and get my multi on the screen. I've got Latrell Mitchell, 2-time try, Dominic Young, and Isaiah Tass. We'll try and get that on the screen as we go along. I'll try and sneak it in. Because there's one. Rabbitohs take the lead. Oh, wait a minute. Wait! No! No! The bunker has intervened. This decision is under review. I think he's lost it. He's lost it. He's lost it. Latrell's dropped it. Still, welcome back anyway, Latrell. Welcome back anyway, Latrell Mitchell. So close yet so far. Unbelievable. That would have been a great start. It remains 6-all. Big let-off indeed for the Roosters. DJ Shack, Dom Young, with a nice strong carry up towards the halfway mark. And a penalty. Slap on the ass to Dom Young from Connor Watson. I've broken my microphone stand. I'm that excited. Okay, I'll calm down. Whew. He dropped it, frick cheese. The thing that we've got to remember as viewers, we get to see the one angle on the TV screen. That one angle that they put on the TV screen is just what the director is putting up. You understand, in the bunker, they have multiple angles available to them all at once. So what the bunker was looking at isn't necessarily what we're looking at on the TV screen. You know what I'm saying? So even though they didn't show multiple angles to us, the bunker has them all available. And from the angles that we did see, it seemed a pretty clear knock on. And speaking of knock-ons, Teddy spills it. And it's another error from the Roosters. They are full of drop balls tonight here, the Rooster. BTC, ahoy there. Who did they take away a try from? Latrell Mitchell. Ten meters out from their own line here, the Rabbitohs. Another mistake from the Roosters. That's 17 minutes gone. That's mistake number 5 or 6, I think. Penalty now. Huge hit from Lindsay Collins on Jye Gray. And they come flying in from everywhere now. The Rabbitohs take exception. They're looking out for their little Mighty Mouse, Jye Gray. That for a nickname for him, Mighty Mouse. They came flying in from everywhere. And oh! Okay, I can understand. Lindsay Collins might be having to sit down for 10 here. Lindsay Collins is in a lot of trouble. Oh, it's Nat Butcher who's been put on report. Well, Nat Butcher is confused. I'm confused too because I thought that Collins, the second man in, was surely a bigger contact on Jye Gray's face than Lindsay Collins. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Into touch anyway. Latrell Mitchell taps and goes. And Totola, one of the try scorers, carries it up to the halfway mark. 6 apiece, 17 and a half gone. So many errors from the Rooster to start this game, but pretty even Stevens down the short side. Gray, Mighty Mouse, takes the line on. Oh, he's good, isn't he? He is a leader for other undersized players. Sullivan takes the line on. He's taking his opportunity with both hands tonight. Jaden Sullivan. Walker out the back here for Hubner. Hubner takes play 5 inside the 10. Chance here for the Rabbitohs. Mamazula sends it left. Sullivan to Walker. Grubber kick into the end goal. Tedesco spills it. Tedesco spills it. Penalty to the Rabbitohs. Take the 2. Take the 2. Take the points. Exactly right, DJ Shaq. I got myself a little tongue-tied. But yeah, Nat Butcher was put on report. I actually thought the Collins's impact was a lot worse. They tap and go here, the Rabbitohs. Crash ball for Kepi. Not really. He didn't commit to it. 2 meters short. Mamazoulis fires the pass left for Walker. To Mitchell. Latrell. Flick pass for Tass. Tass cuts back in field. He's brought down 5 meters out. Walker feeds it on now for Kalaumatangi. Kalaumatangi got thrown under the bus by Wayne Bennett a couple of weeks ago in the press conference. Did we all hear that? Hubner takes the line on. 5th and last. The settler in front of the posts. Options left and right. They go right. Sullivan to Gray. Whiten is chopped down. A great tackle there from Angus Crichton, is it? No, it's Billy Smith. Billy Smith cuts him down. They don't get a kick away there, the Bunnies. They're happy to just let the Roosters play it out of territory. The Rabbitohs are dominating possession and territory early here, but they have very little to show for it. Offload now for Watson. Watson to Butcher. Butcher with a cheeky little goose-ish step. Watson again. Now they spread it right for Toya. And Toya can't get on the outside of Mitch. That's a quality matchup, actually. Robert Toya versus Latrell Mitchell. Nafa'u White now winds up. 5th and last. Inside the 40. And the kick skews off the side of the boot. And that's the second one tonight that's out on the fall. This time it's the Chad. And I think it's the first time the Chad's touched the ball. I don't remember saying his name yet tonight. Oh, he's put it out on the full. Skews it off the side of the boot. It's the Chad doing the Chad things. Grasshopper, ahoy there, mate. Tavita Totola scored for the Rabbitoh. And Sandon Smith scored for the Rooster. As the Rabbitohs now off the back of that kick out on the full from the Chad, they march up over halfway. Cody Walker to Gray. Gray gets on the outside of Toya. Toya comes back at him, though, brings him down around the hips. Tackle 3 over on that far touchline. 30 out. Cody Walker back into midfield. Hubner. Lockie Hubner's obviously got super glue on his hands tonight. 20 metres out in midfield. Here they come. Inside ball to Whiten. Fifth and last. They go left. Sullivan to Walker. Puts the kick into the end goal. Latrell's leading the chase. Tedesco tries to shield it over the dead ball line. Latrell's tried to reach around over the top of him and ground it. It's gone up as no try. Tedesco was just trying to shadow that into the touching goal. Walker with the kick through. Oh, and it's been touched by the Chad. It's been knocked down by the Chad into the in goal. Tedesco drops down and just shields it. Latrell Mitchell with the dive. Can't ground it. The ball's been grounded in the in goal with Tedesco's lips. I think he kissed the ball into the turf there. Give me $5. Ahoy, mate. Goal line restart, and this has gone out on the full by a mile. Well, it's gone backwards. The Chad's kicked it backwards. Goal line dropout. The Chad, from kicking the ball out on the full, the last set of 6, that put the Rabbitohs in this position, has now somehow done a goal line dropout that's gone backwards into the dead in goal. How does that happen? Oh, the Chad. You're a special, special man. 5 meters out here, the Rabbitohs. 6 all. On the attack they go. To the left, Walker to Gray. Gray, not afraid to take the line on. Little Mighty Mouse will play it 5 meters out. Walker heading back to this right side. Alex Duncan's out on the field now. 5 short of the line. Here they come. 6 more. Sullivan takes the line on. He's been caught high here by Collins. Collins has got to be very careful. That's tackle 1 now. Memazoulis hands it off inside. But Totola just to the right of the post. They go left here for Duncan again. Tallis Duncan, his second carry. Just a couple of meters short. Memazoulis to Gray. A pass between the legs. Tunnel ball from Latrell. Tass has to cut back in field. I mean, it didn't really do anything, but boy, that was glorious to watch. Duncan takes his 3rd hit up of this set. 5th and last. Memazoulis goes left. Walker to Gray. Gray puts the grubber kick through. Everybody slips over. Dominic Young's away. The ball bounces up for him. Dom Young is being chased down by Michaeli Ravalawa, but they won't get close to him. And Dominic Young scores a runaway try. Well, that was an absolute gift. Dominic Young looks up and suddenly the ball is at chest height. And he races length of the field completely against the run of play. Dominic Young with the try. Essentially, it's been awarded. A try being awarded obviously doesn't always mean much. Oh, he could be offside here. If this is deemed played at by the Roosters, he's offside and it will be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. If they deem this not played at, it's play on. Has the number 12 here, Siu Wong, played at this ball? I don't think he has. He's not played at it. I don't think he's played at it. He's trying to make a tackle. He's only got eyes on the player. Oh, here we go. Time off. We're going to get another one scruffed off here. This is 2 from my multi. I've got Latrell Mitchell, 2-time try scorer. I've got Dom Young. I've got Isaiah Tass. Latrell Mitchell's already scored one. It got taken away. Dom Young's now going to have one taken away. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's going to be no try. I've had 2 ticks off my multi scrubbed off inside the first 24 minutes. You can't believe it. That's painful. That's painful. Couple of meters out from the line here. Mamazula's dummies. Goes on a dart. A meter short. Here they come now. Walker, flat pass to Kalaumatangi. Holding on for dear life here, the Roosters. A meter short. It's been all rabbit. Crash ball for Moale. Moale still fighting his way for the line. He's held up. 5th and last. Half a meter out here, the Rabbitohs. Who wants it? Sullivan wants it. Sullivan, dummies, and he is crunched in the tackle. Angus Crichton, Sir Angus, defending his goal line like a gallant knight. Well, the Roosters, they're only completing at 50%. They shouldn't even be in this. They have no right to be in this game. 35% possession, 50% completion rate. They have absolutely no right at all to be 6-all. This is phenomenal. Penalty to the Roosters. Right on cue with a rose being sent on TikTok. Thank you very much. Just a second. And we'll see who that was from. Well, how do I even say that name? All kinds of special characters up there. Anyway, thank you for the rose over there on TikTok. I've got absolutely no way of, I'm trying my best to figure it out, but, there's a $sign, there's a tick, there's a triangle, there's an exclamation mark, there's a line break, there's a Z, there's a square left bracket. Thank you very much, anyway, for sending that through. Absolutely no idea. No idea. 30 meters out from the line. Here come the Roosters. Tedesco fending off a couple. And he takes the tackle 20 meters out from the line. The Chad heads across field. Dummies. And he's taken down easily. 10 meters out, though, the Roosters. Sandon Smith. On to Billy. Smith to Smith. 5th and last. 10 meters out. Sandon with the crossfield kick. It's high. It's contestable. It's been lost by the Rabbitohs and battered dead for a goal line restart. Well, this is incredible. The Roosters, 50% completion rate, 34% possession. They're on the attack again. It's unreal. They shouldn't be in this game. Mookie, ahoy, mate. Beer run. You got some more Asahi. Oh, how good is Asahi? And I'll tell you another one. Sapporo. Oh, I love my Asian beers. and Qingdao. The Chinese beer as well is a good one. Short restart here from Latrell. It bounces the 10 and into touch. Well, Latrell Mitchell with the magic touch. Initially doesn't find the 10. It bounces forward, though, and goes into touch 15 meters out. Incredible. Scrum down. Rabbitohs get the ball back. Rabbitohs, though, still find themselves completely turned around and down the wrong end of the field. For all the possession and the, the lead that they've got in the completion rate. 6 points all after 30 minutes. I've got multis on this game. Yes, Matty Colkin. I've got Latrell to score 2. I've got Dom Young and I've got Isaiah Tass. And wouldn't you know, 30 minutes in, Latrell's had one taken away. Dom Young's had one taken away. It's just not my night. It's not my night for multis. 5th and last now for the Rabbitohs. Oh, no, I don't have time to get them on the screen. Walker goes on a run. 5th and last, puts the grubber kick in behind Dom Young. And the big giraffe goes back and collects it. Offloads for Tedesco. And Tedesco's put down, sacked by Cody Walker on the kick chase. Hopefully at halftime we get a chance to get the multi up on the screen. Roosters back in possession, holding on. 30 minutes gone. And they're just holding on. I'll tell you what, if the Rabbitohs can't take advantage soon of some of this huge advantage of possession and territory, as Jye Gray now with the kick return. Rabbitohs will start this set 35 out from their own line. If they can't take some advantage here into the halftime break, the Roosters, they'll feel like they're on top here, even though the scores are level. And they've spilt the ball on halfway. A dropped ball on halfway. The Rabbitohs come up with the mistake. And, oh, he's just dropped a cold there, Havili. 9 minutes to go until the halftime break. There's Sam Walker watching on. What do you reckon's going through his head? Sam Walker watching on going, geez, I would have us up by now. Well, for starters, Sam Walker wouldn't have put those kicks out on the full. Twice now, the Roosters put balls out on the full. Scrum down on halfway. Brighton, the wraparound with Tedesco. And Billy Smith heads back in field. Tackle 1 on halfway. Brighton again in midfield. Nice strong carry. Low play the ball. 40 meters out. The Chad inside ball. Hands it off for Spencer Liniu. And Big Spencer gives them some go forward. 30 out from the line. Here's the Roosters again. Dancing around in midfield for Ketty. Plays it on tackle 4. 8 minutes to the break. Connor Watson out of dummy half. Dummies. Takes it inside the 10 and he's held, says the referee. 5th and last. 10 out. The Chad. Crossfield kick to Dom Young. And Young loses it forward. Spilt forward. Hand over. 7 minutes left until the break. Well defended by the Bunnies. All right. Do we know what time qualifying's on for the Formula One? It's tomorrow, isn't it? It'd have to be tomorrow. Is this a sprint weekend also? I have so many questions. Are we on sprint weekend? As the Rabbitohs here bring it outside the 20. Oh, no, it's not a sprint weekend. It's just a normal race. Okay. Qualifying is tomorrow, 3 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. my time. Nice penalty here to the Rabbitohs. Late in the tackle count. That's a huge let-off. Nice touch finder as well, up over halfway. 6.5 to go till the break. Tap and go. Jack Whiten. Notice this. Ahoy, mate. Oh, the ladder's always a bit weird, a bit funky in the first 5 rounds. Mamazoulas finds some space out of marker. And he's been caught high here by Tedesco. And they'll take the 2 here, surely. Take the 2. Take the 2. Come on, chat room. Everyone. Take the 2. Take the 2. Got to break this deadlock. They need some reward for this possession and territory. Break the deadlock. Take the 2. Oh, they're doing it. Common sense prevails. They take the 2. Latrell Mitchell steps up and says, we'll have a crack at this, thanks. And we'll break this deadlock. I can't believe 34 minutes into this first half, I've got Latrell Mitchell to score 2 tries. I've got Isaiah Tass and I've got Dominic Young. And inside the first half, Latrell Mitchell, try taken away. Dom Young, try taken away. Now that's what you call pain. You think you've felt pain? Try having that multi tonight. This is not a gimme. This kick, 20 meters out, about 15 to the left of the post. Favoured side for a left-footed kicker like Latrell is. Should put it through. Does put it through. 8 points to 6. The Rabbitohs reclaim the lead. All right, so Latrell. Latrell for 2. As the Roosters get us restarted. And winding up from the back fence. Oh, but he's been hit hard by Spencer Leniu. And who's in there with him? Riquetti. That was a huge hit. As the Rabbitohs now bring it outside their 20. Down the short side. Ravalawa. What a pickup Ravalawa's been for the Rabbitohs. Up to the halfway mark, 5th and last. It goes for Latrell to boot it high. Skews it off the side of the boot. Everyone lets it bounce. Oh, taken in the air there, the Rabbitohs. 6 more tackles. A set restart here for the Rabbitohs. Well, it wasn't the greatest kick in the world, but it's worked out. Latrell's got the golden touch tonight. A goal line restart that doesn't go the 10, but it bounces forward and into touch over the 10-meter line. And now he has skewed a high ball off the outside of his boot, and they get a result. Here they come now. Mamazoulas to Havili. Havili, dummies. Takes the line on. Tackle 4 just to the left of the post. 5 out. Walker spills it. Cody Walker had a cheeky little look up at the rush defense, and he drops it cold. Angus Crichton had him in his sights. Well, I tell you what, if Angus Crichton is running at me at bloody 100 miles an hour, I'm probably going to drop the ball too. Roosters with Tupou. Bring it outside the 20. Dominic Burnett, ahoy there, mate. Oh, that's a huge hit. Havili has just folded poor Billy Smith in half. That's the biggest tackle of the weekend. Offload now for Tedesco. Tedesco outside the 40. Two minutes until the halftime break. The Roosters, somehow they're holding on. And not just holding on, penalty now to the Rabbitohs. Obstruction is the call. Obstruction there from the Roosters attack. But I tell you what, the Roosters completing at 61%. They've only had 37% possession. How are they even in this game still? The Rabbitohs should be ahead by 16, 18. It's insane the way the Roosters just keep holding on here. Mitchell taps and goes off this penalty. They're 30 metres out. They've got another opportunity here before the halftime break. A try would be huge. Massive. The Roosters have done so well to hold on here. A try to the Rabbitohs would be massive. Oh, no, but they've spilt it. It's been coughed up, and now Tedesco runs away with it. Havili. Oh. Coach killer. Coach killer. And Wayne Bennett's not getting any younger. Can't be doing this to him. Can't be doing this sort of stuff to him. And the Roosters look like they're going to hold on here till halftime. Dom Young cuts back down the short side. And he's got support now, and it opens up for Tedesco. And Tedesco goes straight through. He slips over his own feet. 30 metres out from the line. Roosters have got numbers to the left. They stay up the middle, though. 20 seconds to go till the break. Here they come now down the left. A dummy from Sandon Smith. He's cut down. Tackle 4, 10 metres out. The Chad with the crossfield kick, looking for Dom Young. Young bats it back, but he bats it back to nobody. The Chad scoops it up. Offloads back for Tedesco. Tedesco to Toya. Robert Toya spills it. And another error. Actually, it's very fitting that the Roosters end the first half with a mistake. 8 points to 6. Unbelievable. What's the halftime talk going to be? 8 points to 6. Okay. 57% completion rate from the Roosters. 39% possession. How are the Rabbitohs only ahead by 2? We've got a game on our hands. We have got a game on our hands because you expect that possession is going to even up. Even if it just evens. Oh, hey, Alana, how are you? You expect that possession to even up. Even if it is only slightly. I mean, it might not get back to 50-50, but at 59-41, you would expect that to get back to at least 52. What would it be? 52-48. Is 2 points enough from all this domination that the Rabbitohs have had in that first half? All the opportunities that were presented to them by the Roosters. Is 2 points enough? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Well, that was a hell of a first half. I mean, errors at all the wrong times. Mistakes from both teams at all the wrong times. I mean, I suppose there's never really a right time for a mistake. But, you know what I'm trying to say? There are sometimes there's some inconsequential times to make a mistake. I feel like the Roosters and the Rabbitohs both tonight not really making mistakes at inconsequential time. They've both had huge implication on this 8-6 scoreline.
Noah B. Ahoy, mate. Do I think the Tigers beat the Broncos? Not at Suncorp without Jerome Luai. I was talking about this a little bit last night with Michelle. Michelle, obviously, diehard Broncos supporter. But without Jerome Luai, I think their chances go down a little bit in attack. Defensively, the Tigers in these opening 5 rounds have been one of the best, one of, if not the best team defensively in the opening 5 rounds. So they'll be in the game. I don't think this will be a blowout. I don't think the Broncos are winning this 13 plus. I think Broncos 1-12 because the Tigers don't lose defensive resolve just because Jerome Luai is not playing. I think what the Tigers lose with no Jerome Luai is that attacking prowess. I don't think they lose much defensively, but on attack, I'm just worried where the points will come from for the Tigers. So, yeah, I don't think that game will be a blowout, but no Jerome Luai does concern me. All right, so I got my multi sorted. I got the opportunity at least to get the multi sorted, and it's now on the screen. We can all see it. I've got Latrell Mitchell 2-time try, which kind of took a bit of a it took a bit of a hammering, didn't it? He could have already had one. I have Dom Young. Could have already had him. But no. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. 2 ticks of that multi have been across the try line. Tries disallowed. Rightfully so as well. Well, I'm not so convinced about the Dom Young one. The Dom Young one, I think, was contentious. Latrell, obviously, Latrell clearly knocked the ball on. But for Dom Young, that was a little bit harsh. Tyler says, did the Rabbits halfback go off? Yes. He's done his hammy. Jamie Humphries did his hammy inside the first 5 minutes. I mean, harsh because it wasn't played at, Zane Humphries. In order to be offside, the player has to actually play at the ball. He was making a tackle, never played at it. I mean, that's the rules. It was the bunker's discretion that the ball was played at. It does matter. Okay, you guys go read the rules. That's my advice. Head to NRL.com, read the rules, and then come back to me. The bunker deemed it to be played at. DJ Shack says they still have Fuller, and they still have Taruva, and they've still got Appy. Let's not forget about Happy Appy. They've still got Happy Appy. But I just think the Tigers, they've only had one game with the full spine intact. And we saw what they did in that game. That was their most impressive game of the season. I just don't know. I'm not sold on the Tigers without Jerome Luai there, without the full spine. But defensively, as we said, DJ Shack, defensively, they'll be absolutely fine. Lockie Galvin's time to stand up, says DJ Shack. It could be Lockie Galvin's time to shine indeed. Although he has been shining. He's been shining brightly. Lockie Galvin is going to get a monster upgrade. That's for sure. Daniel Evia says, go Roosters. Brendan Barker says, Tigers will be fine. And let's not forget Suncorp factor. The Suncorp factor, you know the Broncos are going to get all the 50-50 calls. Broncos are going to get every 50-50 call go their way at Suncorp. There's only one way to find out, indeed, DJ Shack, and we will find out. Broncos, Tigers, looking forward to it. Brendan Barker says, is Latrell looking fit? Oh, he's looking very fit. Latrell is looking in the best shape he's ever been in. Wayne Bennett, and we knew this was going to happen. Wayne Bennett comes into a squad. The first thing that he does is he tidies up the fitness, right? We saw it at the Dolphins. And now we've seen it at the Rabbitohs. The first thing that he does, because Wayne Bennett, I mean, what is he, 176 years old? 176 years old he might be, but he still works out. He's a fitness freak. So if anyone's going to whip a team into shape, it's going to be Uncle Wayne. And he's got Latrell fit and firing. He's got this whole team fit and firing. Big out. Jamie Humphries, hamstring injury inside the first 5 minutes. And that was a big loss for the Rabbitohs early on. Jim Condon says, what do you reckon about Dragons versus Eels? In my preview video, I said Eels to win, but my concern for the Dragons is how many times do we see it? How many times do you see a team that has to fight tooth and nail for a full 80 minutes? A full 80 minutes to get a big win over a top 2 team like the Dragons did the other week against the Storm, and they just fail to back it up again the following week. They put so much effort into that 80 minutes that they struggle to back it up again the next week. We see it all the time. So that's my concern for the Dragons. Can they back it up again? They claimed the big scalp. Okay, it was a scalp without Jerome Hughes, but they claimed a big scalp. They had to fight tooth and nail for the full 80 minutes. Can they back it up again? And the Eels have got to win eventually, don't they? So I did say the Eels in my tipping video, but I don't know. I might have to backflip on that one. Don't know that the Eels are going to win until Mitch Moses come back, because they're just desperately missing Mitch Moses' leadership. Missing it big time. Brandon Barker says, Dirty Harry. Who's that? Wayne Bennett. Wayne Bennett, Dirty Harry. I love it. He just keeps on keeping on, Wayne, doesn't he? He just keeps on keeping on. The super coach. You can't keep him down. And as DJ Shack says, we're about to find out. Half time, though, I'm stunned at the lack of completion rate by the Roosters. People were asking me at the end of the last game, what's going on with the Panthers at the moment? Obviously, it's all the injuries. Panthers have been missing half their squad for the opening 5 rounds. But what for the Roosters? I mean, obviously, Sam Walker's a big absence. They spent not a lot of money, but they spent money to bring the Chad over. Oh, here's a question. DCE. DCE. Coming to the Roosters. I still reckon he might be a smoky for the Bulldogs. Smoky for the Bulldogs, I reckon, because although Gus Gould has come out and said, we've ruled ourselves out of the chase for DCE, they said the same thing about Reid Marnie. Go back through the Internet Archives and do a search on Reid Marnie contract coming up at Parramatta. The Bulldogs rolled themselves out of that as well. So I don't put any weight on that statement from the Bulldogs that they've ruled themselves out of the chase for DCE. Now, they might not be 100% committed to pursuing the contract, but they'll be in it for sure. They will definitely be in it. DJ Shaq says, let's just call it as we're seeing it, irrespective of departures, injuries, and suspensions. The Roosters are frustratingly inconsistent, and that's kind of affected their play. Absolutely. Well, just look at tonight, right, DJ Shaq? They were at a less than 50% completion rate. A less than 50% completion rate for so much of that first half. There's a reason Benji has so much respect for the man. How many games has he coached? Bennett is an absolute Hall of Famer. Well, there's a reason that the NRL keeps seeking out Wayne Bennett every time there's talk of expansion. The Dolphins wasn't going to happen unless Wayne Bennett took the gig. Right? We remember that. That was part of the Dolphins winning the gig, was Wayne Bennett will be available to coach the team. And they had the same questions about PNG. Obviously, it wasn't a do or die moment for PNG. But the question was most certainly raised. Back to the Panthers. 1 week they can shock the Panthers. And the next week they're getting... Oh, back to the Roosters, sorry. 1 week they can shock the Panthers. And the next they're getting belted by the Titans. And they're not a bad side. Who's not a bad side, Brendan? Are you still talking about the Tigers? You still on the Tigers? Oh, Dolphins. Yeah, the Dolphins. They just haven't been firing this year because it was the Wayne Bennett factor. Oh, Turtle McTwig. Thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. And the Tiny. A heart me and a Tiny Diny. Thank you so much. New look at the Dolphins' performance. Now Bennett's gone. Yeah, exactly. One of the questions I have to ask is how poor the Hammer's been since Wayne Bennett's gone. Wayne Bennett's gone, and suddenly the Hammer has completely forgotten how to play. Insane. Turtle, second half about to get underway. Teams are out on the field. The big news to come out of this one, Jamie Humphries has done his hammy inside the first 5 minutes. He'll be taking no more part in this game. Second half is off and running, and that is high contact early. Well, he was slipping into contact. But so much for the crackdown. Zakor Kadir is Parramatta going to win the wooden spoon for 2025. We were just talking about the Dolphins, Zakor. I'm very concerned about the Dolphins. I am mighty concerned about the Dolphins. I feel like the spoon could be theirs. They're doing their very best anyway. Fifth and last, the Rabbitohs up towards halfway, and Latrell Mitchell with the kicking duties tonight. Thunders this downfield. Tedesco takes it inside the 10, and he winds up, brings it outside the 20. Looking for a quick play. The ball can't sneak it away. Tupou now with a good, strong carry. Bumps off one. 8 points to 6 at the halftime break. They'd have to be the happier of the two teams. The Roosters, despite the fact they're trailing, they were dominated in possession and territory, and errors were... It was an incredibly lopsided error count in that first half. Up to halfway go the Roosters. Spencer Leniu Well, you don't know if Wayne Bennett looks happy or not. He's got the poker face. Fifth and last, the kick for Gray, and Mighty Mouse takes it. Swamped 10 meters out from their own line. Jim Condon says the only time I've seen the Dragons win a grand final, we had Wayne Bennett for the year. Well, that tells a story, doesn't it? Wayne Bennett, the master coach. Anyone would want him. 25 out here on play 5. Latrell Mitchell from inside the 40 gets a good purchase on this, but Tedesco's there. Takes it on the full. And Tedesco brings it outside the 20. Oh, and he's been caught high here, Teddy. He was slipping. Dom Young gets back to take the hit up. 8 points to 6. Tupou down the short side. The ball spills out the back. It's play on. Angus Crichton goes straight up the gap. He can't get the ball free, but he gets up and goes again here. Sir Angus. Jeez, the Bunnies are getting torn apart here to open up the second half. We saw what happened in the last game. The Cowboys came out of the gates firing in the second half. Robert Toya puts the step on, but he's brought down by Latrell. That's been a great matchup. The Chad just feeds it on here for Connor Watson, and now Steep in midfield. Fifth and last. Watson out of dummy half, finds half a gap, tries to offload, but he spills it forwards. Jye Gray plays the ball to nobody. Right out of the Tigers playbook, that one. Ravalawa bumps off Sandon Smith, but he had some help. 10 meters out from their own line. They've been so flat-footed here to start the second half. DJ Shack, 4 games of Super Rugby tomorrow. Starts at 10:30 a.m. with Moana Pacifica versus the Waratahs. Very nice. Moana Pacifica in that one, right? Fifth and last, Latrell from deep inside his own 40, straight down the throat of Dom Young, and Young will return it. Heading crossfield, though, Young, and he links up with Tupou, who is crushed by Ravalawa, gets the offload back for Young, and Chad saying, go straight, mate, go straight, and now he goes straight, and he beats the first tackle. Mamazoulis brings him down. Well, Dom Young just ran about 80 meters, but it was all zigzagging across field. Does he get those meters in fantasy? Does it count if they're going cross? Spencer Lenu offloads back to Watson. Watson gets the arms free. A nice pass for Sandon Smith. 30 meters out. Tedesco goes quickly. Beats one tackle. Gets the offload away. And it's open here down the left-hand edge. And Billy Smith will score in the corner. Well, they failed to wrap up Tedesco. He got the offload away. And the Roosters, well, this game is suddenly looking a lot like the last one. The Cowboys, who came out in the second half and just ran roughshod over the Panthers. Very, very scary signs early here in the second 40 for the Rabbitohs, because the Roosters just did that way too easily. Oliver Wilson, ahoy, mate. Unam Katop, diehard supporter for the Rabbitohs. Go Rabbitohs from Pekori, PNG, Morobe province. I hope I'm saying that correctly too, by the way. Very much hope so. Billy Smith, his first game for the Roosters since the 2023 finals series. He's had a whole year off, basically. Plants it down in the corner to put the Roosters in the lead. And this has got such a vibe about that last game. $10 to 8, the kick to come. Flying start to the second half here. Sandon Smith from the sideline. Favoured side for a right foot kicker. Moves in, and he's hooked it off to the right. Or pushed it off, rather. Missed conversion. 10 to 8. The Rooster over the Rabbitoh. Well, Wayne Bennett, that'll be doing his head in. The coach. I don't know what the halftime talk would have been, could have been, should have been. But whatever it was, it didn't work because they've come out very flat-footed here in the second half. The Roosters off to a rampaging start. Cody Walker's been ruled out. Well, Cody Walker has been ruled out. The Rabbitohs have lost their halves pairing. Both Cody Walker and Jamie Humphries ruled out of the game. And Ravalawa's limping in back play as well. Well, this is what we were talking about, right? We were talking about the Dragons and the Eels. Dragons and the Eels coming up. The Dragons, are they going to suffer a similar performance here as what we're seeing from the Rabbitohs? The Rabbitohs put on the performance of a lifetime to beat the reigning premiers. And they are now falling to pieces. The starting halves pairing gone. They're going to run out of troops. 10 to 8, the Roosters. But, hey, never underestimate a Wayne Bennett coach team. Scott Hughes. Here, order, big dog. Let's go. As the kick downfield, spilled backwards by Tedesco. It rolls forward, but it was lost backwards initially. Play on is the call. And he brings it out into midfield. 10 out from their own try line here, the Roosters. Leading 10 to 8. Somehow they're behind on every single metric, every single stat. They are behind, but they find themselves on top here by 2 points as the Rabbitohs literally fall apart. So many injuries, and they are literally falling to pieces here as Angus Crichton straightens the attack. Connor Watson scoots out a dummy half, finds some space around the ruck. Tackle 4, up towards halfway they go. Here's Blake Steep, fifth and last. The Chad from 40 out, puts it high. Into the corner for, cleaned up by Dominic Young. There was Isaiah Tass. So is Ravalawa still on the field? The Rabbitohs here very slow to get back. And they are under the pump big time. Tackle 4. 30 meters out. And finally, all the Rabbitohs are back behind the play of the ball. Boy, that took them some time. Fifth and last. A big kick needed here. Latrell from inside the 40. Gets it in behind Dom Young. Young. Risky to let it bounce. It sits up in the end goal. And he now runs it back to the 10. The Roosters 10 minutes gone in the second half. They lead by 2. Robert Toya back there, taken high, slips under the tackle. Floppy play the ball. Tedesco. And there, Ravalawa has left the field. And through the gap goes Siu Wong up over halfway. And he's brought down now on play 4. The Chad fires the pass out. It's been read well by Mamazoulis. He's wrapped up Sandon Smith. 5th and last on the halfway line. The Chad puts the kick down into the corner. And Tass tracking backwards, takes it on the full. And he brings it outside the 10, heading across field slightly there, Tass. 51 and a half gone. 10 points to 8. 2 points the difference. And now Havili's off the field. 1 interchange left for the Rabbitohs as they offload. Nope, go back and play it. Held is the call. And they do play it. 25 out. So they're really feeling the pinch here, the Rabbitohs. And an early kick here on play 4 from inside the 40. It's out on the full. Latrell Mitchell, it was the right idea. The execution, he's just overcooked it. Oh, they're done here, the Rabbitohs, I think. Still plenty of time left, but the body language is not good. The desperation is not good. They're only behind by 2, but they're putting themselves under the pump. Is this the fate the Dragons are about to feel? It's very, very tough to back up after a big performance against a premiership team. It's so hard to do it. And the Rabbitohs, they're finding it out here, aren't they? The Chad to Smith. Sandon Smith has been wrangled down and sacked in a good tackle there from Hubner. Inside ball for Steep. Brendan Parker, you forgot that he left the Dragons. Such a good pickup for the Rabbitohs as the Chad now to Tedesco. Short pass, puts Wong into a gap. Wong offloads for Dom Young, and Dom Young scores. Well, we finally get a tick off the multi. Tedesco creates the space and gets the ball free for Dom Young to score. The double pump for Wong, who flick pass to Dom Young, unmarked on the outside. Roosters 14-8. Boy, oh boy. The injury-ravaged Rabbitohs, how do they respond? $14-8 conversion to come. Got him finally, Brendan Barker. After 2 attempts. I don't know how I feel now about Latrell for 2-time try. He should have already had one. He just needed to hold on. 14 points to 8 as the conversion was missed. 6 points the difference, but the Roosters, well, we talked about it at halftime, didn't we? The Rabbitohs, for all that territory, all that possession, all the mistakes that the Roosters were making, they needed more than a 2-point margin. It's all Rooster now as Sandon Smith breaks away from dummy half, catches them napping, but they hold him up now and drive him towards the sideline. Referee calls held. He's just inside. Connor Watson now dances around looking for some space. There is none. $40 out from their own line. 5th and last. There's still time left, Brendan. Still time. Penalty on the last tackle. A penalty goes to the Roosters. Time is off, and this could... wow, why is there time off? This could spell bad news. There is a crackdown this weekend, after all. Oh, the last tackle, and they give away a penalty. A leg pull. Is that what the penalty was for? A leg pull? It can't be. Anyway, here come the Roosters. Collins will play it 30 meters out on tackle 1. And there's still a quarter of this game to go, but you would think a try here would really put the rocket up the Rabbitohs. Oh, bobbling the ball there. Billy Smith does well to hold on. 15 out. The Chad heads across field, links up with Tedesco. Toya now gets on the outside, dragged towards the sideline, pops it back for Young. Young keeps it alive for Wong. Wong bumps off one. Mamazoulis comes back at him, but it's still alive here. It's still play 3. Numbers to the left for the Rooster, but they can't get it out there. Tackle 4, 10 out right in front of the sticks. Watson sends it left for Smith. Cut out pass to Billy Smith. Can't get the fend on Jye Arrow. And that's the 5th and last. A couple of meters short. Back it goes for the Chad. Crossfield kick. It's in the end goal and it's been lost forward by Lindsay Collins. And Lindsay Collins has done his knee or something. He's got a leg injury. Lindsay Collins was flying through to contest this ball. And he's come off second best against himself, it seems. Oh, a leg clash. A leg clash there. Latrell Mitchell and Lindsay Collins have connected legs. And Lindsay Collins came off second best. 7 tackles set here for the Rabbitohs. This is their chance now. An early offload for Tass, but they've lost ground. Drape Mongreen, ahoy, mate. Stuff these inconsistent penalty calls. Go Roosters. The Rabbitohs, they're under the pump here. 57.5 minutes gone, and they are playing like Harlem Globetrotter catch-up footy. They're only behind by 6. Somebody needs to send the call down and say, you lads are only behind by 6. Through the hands now in midfield. Kalaumatangi bumps off 1. Takes tackle 4. 40 out from the line. No Cody Walker. No Jamie Humphries, though. Jaden Sullivan has got to step up beyond his means. Take control of this game. 5th and last. 35 out in midfield. There is Sullivan. Puts it high. And Tedesco takes it under no pressure at all at the back. And Tedesco returns it to the 15. There's his ass. Teddy's ass is out again. For the first time, I believe, in 2025. Tedesco's butt crack. Angus Crichton heads back in field. Flex it behind everybody. And Nafa'u White has to go back in the 20 to collect it. Risky pass, that one. It wasn't on. Unnecessary. Somebody needs to get word out to the Roosters that they're ahead by 6. opposition with one interchange left, completely under the pump. Calm things down. This game is well under control for the Rooster. As Butcher now takes it up over halfway for the fifth and last. Lindsay Collins, off he goes to get checked up. Fifth and last now. The high ball taken at the back. Rabbitohs fire it across into midfield. Gray has to trap it with his boot. It was a horrible pass. And they will now start this set 10 out from their own line. Abigail Urum, go Rooster, says Abigail. User 745 says, I've been expecting way more sin bins in this game. Well, here's a penalty. It's not a sin bin. Well, it might be a sin bin. Hang on. Hang on. Referee has said time off. And wait just a minute. This is getting looked at. On report. No sin bin. Just on report. Oh, that would have been hilarious. That would have been the funniest thing ever. If somebody literally just came in the chat room and said, I was expecting more sin bins, and then we actually got one. Rabbitohs fine touch on halfway. 6 points the difference. Connor Watson it is that's gone on report. And the Rabbitohs, they're under the pump here. They're down on troops. There's only one interchange left. They've lost their starting halves partnership. Spencer Lenu and Sean Kepi have had an almighty head clash here. They'll both be off for HIAs. Both of them. Right-hand edge. Jye Gray cuts back in field. Has to surrender as he ran in behind his own man there. 10 meters out from the line here. Fifth and last. Rabbitohs. They come left. Sullivan onto Mitchell. Mitchell puts the grubber kick in behind the line. Needs it to sit up. Dom Young bats it dead. Dominic Young saving the day. Oh, they're saying it's off the Rabbitohs. Dead in goal off the Rabbitohs. Let's see if that's the right call. Well, it's been battered by Dom Young, and then it's off the shoulder of Tallis Duncan. Seven tackle set here for the Rooster. Leading by 6. We're inside the final quarter of this match. Great Mongreen says tomorrow it's going to be a send-off. Yeah, well, that's exactly it, isn't it, Drape? Mongreen, all we want is consistency. It's already, we're only like 2 3/4 games into this weekend, and it's already the crackdown's been inconsistent. There's a big, strong carry here from Nafa'u White. 10 meters out from the line now on play 4. The Roosters look to put this game to bed. Tedesco with the grubber kick into the in goal. And Jye Gray bats it over the dead ball line for a goal line dropout. The Roosters, so much more composure, and they're controlling this 6-point lead perfectly. Cronulla Sharks, take note. Cronulla Sharks, please take note. This is how you control a game. Mitchell with the short goal line restart. Doesn't find the 10. And it doesn't bounce the 10 this time. Does it? Yes, it does. It does bounce the 10. And oh my God, he's got it on a string, Latrell. Latrell Mitchell, the magician. And a penalty now to the Rabbitohs. There is no way. Talk about more ass than class. There is no way that he planned this. I've got to say, it's a rather stupid rule, isn't it? I mean, if the goal line restart doesn't go the 10, that should be it. If it bounces inside the 10, that should be it. It's a ridiculous rule. It does create a little bit of fun, though, doesn't it?
It is a seriously ridiculous rule. Through the hands now. Sullivan to Gray. Gray finds half a gap. He's up over halfway. That's tackle 3. Totola up the middle. He's already scored 1. Tavita Totola. And straight through. A huge gap. Jye Gray in support. The inside ball from Jaden Sullivan. And just like that, the Rabbitohs have hit back. Well, that's incredible. This is a try, literally out of nothing. Jaden Sullivan takes on the line, and he goes straight through. A clean line break. Gets the offload. Back inside to Jye Gray. It all comes back to that dropout restart from Latrell. That bounces the 10 meters somehow. Jaden Sullivan, dummies, straight through some really weak defense. The Rabbitohs have found some shirt grabbers there in the Roosters defensive line. And it's Nafa'u White, who's one of the guilty players. Jye Gray lurking up in support on the inside. Jye Gray scores. Wow. We're about to be all locked up again, surely. Simplest of conversions to... Well, not the simplest. The simplest would be from right in front. He's just to the right of the post here, Latrell. Puts it down the middle, and we are all locked up at 14 all. 14 apiece. That try literally out of nowhere. Nafa'u White, one of the guilty parties, just grabbing rather than trying to make the hit. He wasn't the only one, though. It was a two-man tackle. I didn't catch the number of the other defender, but it's not all White's fault. And Jaden Sullivan starting from the bench. Cody Walker and Jamie Humphreys both off the field for the Rabbitohs. And Jaden Sullivan has just said, give me control of this game. Get on my back and follow me, Nathan Cleary style. Enter the new era of NRL halves, huh? Jaden Sullivan, Lockie Galvin. Welcome aboard, young fellas. Anyway, Tallis. Oh, Lindsay Collins. Lindsay Collins and Michaeli Ravalawa both ruled out. Lindsay Collins has done his knee, and Ravalawa's done his hamstring. Both ruled out. Fifth and last here for the Rabbitohs on halfway. Mitchell's been cleaned up after the kick. This will be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. No call. Oh, no call on that late contact. Well, we talk about inconsistency. The Cowboys got a penalty for this in the game just before. Not an hour ago. Well, it wasn't over an hour ago. It was a couple of hours ago. That was a penalty in the Cowboys game. In this game, it's not a penalty. Inconsistency in the rulings. This is what drives us crazy as supporters. It drives us absolutely crazy. Inconsistency. Fifth and last. Chad gets the kick away. Rabbitohs now. Suddenly they're full of running. Suddenly they've lifted. They've realized no Cody Walker, no Jamie Humphreys. Jaden Sullivan has taken this team on his back. And suddenly the Rabbitohs start to believe. $40 meters out from their own line. Kick on tackle 3 here from Latrell. Looking for the 40-20. He's overcooked it again. He's put it out on the full again. Latrell. That's the second time he's gone the early kick. Looking for the 40-20. And he's overcooked it. if you want to get it wrong, you want to get it wrong in the field of play. This is a big opportunity now for the Roosters. 12 minutes actually to play. Full set of 6 inside the Rabbitohs half. Tackle 1 now, 35 meters out. Straight up the middle goes Nafa'u White. They calmed down until that last play, didn't they? Forward pass there from Sandon Smith. Oh, no call from the officials. That must have been flat at best. And a set restart now for the Roosters. Just to add insult to Rabbitoh injury. Butcher takes the inside ball. They've got to do some serious defending now, the Rabbitohs. Smith out the back to Tedesco. Beats one. Harbour Bridge over to Dom Young. Cuts back in field. And he's been well tackled. Penalty. Penalty to the Roosters. Rabbitohs were inside the 10. Do they take the 2 here? 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes remaining. Oh, hang on. I swear to Christ the referee blew a penalty. I swear to God the referee blew a penalty. Apparently he didn't. The Rabbitohs have the scrum on their own 10 and they've spilt the ball on play 1. They've knocked it on play 1. Isaiah Tass. Well, they'll challenge, surely. They have to challenge, and they do. Well, I'm sure the referee blew for a penalty there to the Roosters. It's been called. Oh, yeah, and he's just lost it. Docker Clay's been called for the strip. Successful challenge. That's a huge call in the context of this game. That is a massive let-off. And now Mitchell thumps it into touch. They'll start the set 40 meters out from their own line here. The Rabbitoh. Up towards the halfway they go. Flying up out of the line. Nafa'u White. Now he tries to make a tackle. Nafa'u White. Inside the last 10 minutes. Are we in field goal territory? DJ Shaq, are we? Are we in such a close game? I think we probably are. Inside ball for Kalaumatangi. They're setting up for it. Oh, they're absolutely setting up for it. Kalaumatangi, 20 out. Here goes Mamazoulis. Keeping the ball close to the post. 5th and last. Well, this could be it. They might try and sell the dummy here. Down the short side they go. Huge cutout pass. Hits the chest of Isaiah Tass. Did he stay in the field of play? This is absolutely incredible. They've sold us all, the Rabbitohs, and they've scored in the corner. Isaiah Tass. It's another tick off the multi. 5th and last, inside the last 10 minutes. We're thinking drop goal. It's a 2-man cutout pass. Perfectly on the money to Isaiah Tass on the wing. Latrell Mitchell, welcome back. A 3-man cutout ball. Oh, has he stayed in field? Has he stayed in the field of play? Isaiah Tass might have put a cheeky millimeter on the sideline. Isaiah Tass might have put a cheeky millimeter on the chalk. Tommy Lobb, ahoy, mate. Try by Isaiah Tass. A tick off the multi. Latrell Mitchell cuts out 2. Right on the money for Tass. Oh, that's so close. That is so close. You can't get any closer to being in touch than that. And they're going to have a look. Oh, they're going to have a look. They're going to have a look here. There were millimeters in it. Tass plants the left boot down. Oh. Try confirmed. 18-14, kick to come. Latrell Mitchell has moved this back to the 30-meter line, almost. He's on the 30-meter line, bang on touch. Mitchell puts it on target, puts it right down the middle. Oh, Latrell Mitchell, welcome back, you legend. The try assist, the conversion, puts the Rabbitohs out 20 points to 14. Latrell Mitchell and Jaden. Okay, let's just paint the picture here. Let's paint the picture. Jamie Humphries, Rabbitohs starting halfback, out of the game inside the first 5 minutes. Cody Walker ruled out at halftime. They've lost their opening halves pairing. As the Roosters go short, and Jack Whiten has just flown through the air and cleaned everybody out. And it is a penalty to the Roosters on the back of that. So let's just paint the picture. Opening halves pairing ruled out. Latrell Mitchell and Jaden Sullivan have just said, come on, boys, we've got this. Latrell has stepped up. Jaden Sullivan from the bench has stepped up. Incredible. Rabbitohs up by 6, 7 minutes to play. Roosters fine touch, 35 out from the line. Nafa'u White looks to get the arms free, but he's been held up. Nick Dubb, thank you very much for the rose there on TikTok. $25 out from the line. It's not over yet. Chad, inside ball for Butcher. Maybe slightly forward. Sandon Smith now at the back to Tedesco. Has to cut back in field. Oh, don't you worry, DJ Shaq. If the Rabbitohs hold on here, we'll be talking all about Wayne Bennett, the super coach. Fifth and last. 6 minutes to go. 10 meters out. Butcher in at first receiver to the Chad, heads crossfield. He's got Tedesco in space. Tedesco kicks in field. Jye Gray is there to claim the ball. The Dally M Award leader after 4 rounds has surely earned himself some points tonight as well. Jamal, ahoy there, mate. Jamal on TikTok says Sullivan is your brother. So your name's Jamal Sullivan. Well, this is, I mean, I don't care if you're lying to me or telling the truth. Either way, this is a big salute to Jaden Sullivan. A big salute to Jaden Sullivan, who's put on a masterclass when he's been given the opportunity tonight as Dom Young bumps off one. 5 minutes remaining. That's awesome, man. We've actually had quite a few cousins. We've had cousins and family members of players come through the chat room before, but never a brother. That's awesome. You make sure to pass word along from the Wasted Water Sports man of the match performance. I gave him man of the match tonight, Jaden Sullivan, so far. As Tedesco tries to get on the outside, the Roosters are desperate now. It's not over yet.
35 out from the line on play 4. 4.5 minutes remaining. Down the short side, Watson to Sandon Smith. Dinks it in over the top. Tedesco's leading the chase, but Jye Gray, Mighty Mouse himself, flies through the air, defies all physics, and claims the ball. This is the reason that Latrell has come back and playing in the centres, because how could you possibly have Jye Gray off the field? Little Mighty Mouse. 4 minutes to play. Rabbitohs up by 6. It's been Jye Gray. It's been Latrell. It's been Jayden Sullivan. They've taken control of this game. 5th and last. Latrell, a low, flat kick along the grass. Sits up for Tedesco at the back. Tedesco's tackled. 30 out from his own line. Roosters, very slow to get back in behind the play of the ball. Sandon Smith heads crossfield. Links up with Tupou, who's been very quiet tonight. Tupou. Slow play the ball. Here's Angus Crichton. Roosters very flat-footed. But Siu Wong skips into space. Wong still going up over halfway. He's close to the sideline, Wong, and he's over the sideline. No, he stays in the field of play. 40 metres out. Butcher in midfield, picked up and dumped on play 4. 3 minutes to go. Smith takes the line on, passes to Tedesco. Tedesco feeds it on to Billy Smith. 5th and last now. 20 metres out, over on that far touchline. Oh no, that's tackle 4, sorry. No, it is 5th and last. Here's the kick. The Chad puts it high. Contestable in midfield and up there to take it. Well, wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know who is up there to take the kick? It's Latrell Mitchell. Of course it's Latrell. 2 minutes remaining. And Latrell Mitchell coming in clutch. Claiming the high ball, defusing the bomb. Absolutely incredible. The ball spills out the side of the ruck. Penalty to the Rabbitohs. It's been called a reef. And they've surely got it in the bag now. Captain's challenge. I didn't know they had a challenge left. I did not know they had a captain's challenge remaining, but captain's challenge called. Contesting the call that this was raked out illegally. It's going to be hard to go against the on-field call here. Challenge unsuccessful. Siu Wong. 2014, a minute and a half remaining. Penalty to the Rabbitohs. They can wind down the clock here. Latrell Mitchell, Jye Gray, Jayden Sullivan. Jayden Sullivan, man of the match for mine. I think, honestly, it will go to Latrell. I think it will go to Latrell. I'm giving it to Jayden Sullivan. Because honestly, the Rabbitohs looked completely dejected. Like once Cody Walker was ruled out, the Rabbitohs looked completely dejected. Jayden Sullivan made that clean line break, linked up with Jye Gray out of nowhere. Clean line break, linked up with Jye Gray on the inside, and that turned the entire game on its head. And that's when Latrell started to come into the game. Jye Gray is a worthy shout, a man of the match as well, Shane. I'm just talking about moments that swing the game. For mine, it was Jayden Sullivan's line break out of nowhere, linking with Jye Gray, that turned this game on its head. The Rabbitohs looked really down and out and dejected up until that point. But, I mean, you couldn't argue. You couldn't argue. Sullivan, Gray, Mitchell, couldn't argue with any of them. All three are worthy of it, in my opinion. 10 seconds to go, and the Roosters have got to go 90 metres upfield if they're going to steal this one. This will be the last play. Sandon Smith, cut out pass to Billy Smith, tries to trap it with his boot, but he loses it over the sideline. Take a bow, Wayne Bennett. You a god amongst men of coaches. And, Latrell's down in back play. Latrell's down in back play. He can't stand. I hope that that's just emotion. Oh, yes, he's up on his feet now. He's been helped up to his feet, and he's up and about. I think he was just completely gassed. 20 points to 14. The Rabbitohs have dug deep. It's been Jaden Sullivan, Jye Gray, Latrell Mitchell, who have turned this game on its head. What a game. Down to the wire. Odd Poppet. He's got to be happy. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. Go Bunnies. What a pass from Latrell, the three-man cutout. Matua says who scored for the Bunnies. Isaiah Tass got one. I know that because it's on my multi. Isaiah Tass, Tavita Totola. Latrell didn't. No, unfortunately, Latrell didn't get one. But he set up a couple. He set up more than a couple. Jye Gray scored one. Tass, Totola, and Gray. There we go. Tass, Totola, and Gray. And they had the penalty goal. Wow, what a game. Three conversions and a penalty goal by Latrell. The game-breaking try assist. Yeah, he probably gets man of the match. He probably gets man of the match, doesn't he? I'm still giving it to Jaden Sullivan, honestly. Broke the game wide open with that clean line break. Both South's halves ruled out. Your number 14. That's what you want your number 14 interchange to be able to do, right? Like, that is the whole reason the number 14 exists. Wayne should never have moved Latrell from center. That's his spot. And I think it was proven again. I mean, we've been talking about it now for years. Moko boy, we have been talking about it for years. Latrell is a center. He always has been a center. He always will be a center. Latrell's a center. And for the love of God, if it wasn't proven once again tonight, right? That's got to be the way forward now for the Bunnies. Latrell in the centers. Jye Gray is the fullback. Jye Gray is an exceptional fullback. We are entering the era, or not even entering. We have entered the era of small, speedy fullbacks. Pappenhausen, Gray, Campbell when he was playing, Kinney. We are in the age of small, speedy fullbacks. Latrell's a center. Always has been, always will be. Simple as that. Wow.
What a win for the Rabbitohs. 20 points to 14. That was intense. All right, I'm going to have a quick break. I'll be right back to sign off all that action that we saw tonight right after this. Brendan Barker says same as Lomax is a winger. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly right. Zachary Lomax is a winger. Oh. Wow, that was a hell of a game. That might be one of the most exciting games of the season that I've called. Got to be up there. I'm very sure that Latrell's a centre. I'd pop it. Yeah. I don't know if I've mentioned it enough tonight, but I feel like it needs reinforcing. I'm pretty sure he's a centre. Knox Shorts, ahoy there. Do you remember me? Have you changed your name? Sam Games, good night. Catch you tomorrow. Cheers, Sam. Yeah, I'm on such a wind down now. That was an insane game. That was so good. Yeah, catch you later, Rod Poppet. You take care, mate. Brendan Barker. You used to be Wonga Bunda. Okay. I mean, the funny thing is, I remembered Brendan Barker as well, but that's obviously because of the channel membership. I did wonder what happened to Wonga Bunda. It was just you, still a channel member, just changed your name to trick me. See, people change their name to try and trick me. Well, I say try. I mean, people change their name to successfully trick me. And sometimes as well, sometimes people test me as well. Sometimes people throw the test out. And what I mean by that is they'll come into the chat room and they'll say stuff like, "Oh, do you remember me?" And what happens a lot of the time is streamers will go, "Oh, yeah, of course. Welcome back. I remember you." Not me. Not me. I'm a very honest son of a bitch. Even if I'm wrong about things, I will stand by it and be very honest about it. And, I mean, that's what you get when you hang out here. And some people do, pop in and go, "Oh, do you remember me?" And it's, well, no, because a lot of streamers will say, yes, I do. And then they'll go, "Well, that's funny because I've never been here before." But
But at least with me, you get honesty, even if it's not always accurate. Eddie J says, who's your man of the match? Man of the match for my... Look, I gave man of the match to Jayden Sullivan, but I think it comes down to... I think it comes down to 3. Jayden Sullivan, Latrell Mitchell, Jye Gray. Take your pick out of those. Me, personally, I give it to Jayden Sullivan because of this. Because the Rabbitohs looked so down and out. They looked so dejected. The Roosters had the game fully in control. And then, out of nowhere, Jayden Sullivan sells a dummy, spotted a couple of lazy defenders, and went straight through. Made a clean line break, drew in Tedesco, put Jye Gray over under the post. That was the moment that tied the game up and completely swung it on its head. That's why I give it to Jayden Sullivan. Latrell had all the fancy plays. Latrell played the full 80 minutes. Jayden didn't. But so many heads, Latrell's included, had dropped in that second half. The Roosters had the game in control. It was Jayden Sullivan. Boom, boom. He just went straight through. Man of the match for mine because he was solid for the time that he spent on the field. Very solid. And he blew the game apart with that moment. But I would not at all argue if it went to Jye Gray or Latrell Mitchell, both deserving as well. Me personally, I give it to Jayden Sullivan because without Jayden Sullivan's moment, Latrell doesn't have that opportunity to seal the deal. He took that opportunity with arms wide open. Sorry. Okay. Had to sneak in some Creed. Yeah, Jayden Sullivan gets the nod for mine. Oh, the Barton, says Dan, wouldn't remember me. I've never met you before in my life. Oh, the Barton. I never actually have. I know the Barton project, and I think that we got informed slightly of the story. I mean, I know Jamie. I've definitely met Jamie. I've definitely met Party Jesus. I don't know that I've ever met the Button from the Button project, but I digress. It doesn't matter. You've met one, you've met them all. It's the same with all the very many Dans that are out there in existence. You've met one, you've met them all. They're just different levels of awesome. Anyway, are we going to do the race on Sunday? We should do the race on Sunday. We should absolutely do the race on Sunday. Brendan Barker says, that's why I come here. You are awesome at what you do. I appreciate it. Cheers. Cheers, Brandon. Harry says, me and all my family were thinking that last try was forward from Latrell. I'd have to see it again. Harry. Seen it live. I thought it was all good, but we didn't really get a sight on. The live camera angle was from behind and to the right. So behind and to the right, it looked good. I'd have to watch it again and dissect it from all different angles. Seen it live though, I thought it was brilliant. When I called it live, I said beautiful cutout pass, right on the money, bang on the chest. Yeah, no problems. No problems. Yeah, Brendan, Formula One. Formula One, the only motorsport that I follow. Sorry. Obviously, it's not the only motorsport in existence. The only motorsport that I follow. Oh, boy. We're trying to calm down here.
That was an exciting game. That's definitely up there as one of the most thrilling games that we've called here on the Waste of Water Sports in season 2025 to start. Crack a smile, Memezelis. There he goes. He cracks a smile now. He's cracked a smile. Oh, the Barton says I've got to see highlights from. I heard that Ferrari, specifically Lewis Hamilton, set the grass on fire. I said, what is it with Ferrari and fire over the history of Formula One? And I know I'm going back to I'm predating probably your existence with some of the examples, but I mean how Ferrari and fire are just hand in hand. Anyway, crazy. Crazy. I personally don't care about the practice sessions because the practice sessions are just that. There's way too much weight given to practice session times. I think like you always know, and I'm not saying this about you, oh the Barton. This is not directed at you personally by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just speaking in general. In general, when those practice times come in and you see all the banter and stuff, and you just, when you know, and you just sort of put your head in your hands and go, this means literally less than nothing. Literally less than nothing. It's called practice, for Christ's sake. Why are we putting any weight or value on any of this? It's literally called free practice. I don't even understand why they keep times for it, to be honest. It means nothing. It obviously means a lot to the teams. They're gaining valuable data. But you know what I'm saying? In certain groups that we may or may not be part of, you always know who's actually understanding of the sport they follow and who's not by topics of conversation that go on. Oh, there's that try replay of Jaden Sullivan with the setup. Beautiful work. Oh, Jamie, it's only 9 o'clock. Got a feeling that we should hit the No, we should absolutely not hit the valley. Matt says top 3 passes of all time. Well, I mean, that one's up there, but what's it called? Recency bias. DJ Shaq. DJ Shaq's my literature god normally in the chat room. Is that correct that I'm thinking of? Recency bias suggests that that's a top 3 pass of all time from Latrell. Recency bias is the Dan's property maintenance. Oh, where are you based, Dan? I need some property maintenance. I love it when businesses just randomly pop into the chat room. Sometimes it actually works out really well, and they turn out to be like ridiculously nearby to my location. Dan's property maintenance. I do need some work done, especially after the cyclone that ripped through. Yeah. Brendan Barker says, I said earlier that Sullivan would do better with them than with the... Oh, yeah, well, Brandon, the Tigers were a mess when Sullivan was there. Let's be honest. The Tigers were an absolute shambles when Sullivan was there. I feel sorry for Luke Brooks. I've talked about Brooksy a lot. I'm so glad that Brooksy went to Manly and he's found a home for himself and he's been playing a brilliant footy, because poor Brooks was such a scapegoat for so long, wasn't he? Let's be honest. Luke Brooks is not that bad a player.
He's good. He's actually a great player. Excuse me. He's not going to be like international level, origin level, but he's a solid half. And he was the scapegoat way too many times there at the Tigers when it was a team effort. But anyway, the Tigers, they're doing all right for themselves now. They've turned it around. Who would have thought that all you have to do to turn it around is recruit Panthers players? No, I'm only joking, of course. Of course, they've done more than recruit Panthers players. They've got such a good spine. Such an exciting spine when they're fully fit. Coruscant, Luai, Galvin, Buller, Jareem Buller at the back. Galvin. Oh, the future is bright. Tigers fans. Lee McKay, the Intoxi driver. The future is bright. It may not happen this year, but the future is bright. If they keep that team together, how's this for a bold prediction? How's this for a bold prediction? If they keep this squad that they've got together, there is a premiership window in the next 2 to 3 years for the Tigers. That is my brazen call. If they keep that squad together, it'll be a Tigers Storm grand final. No, not Tigers Titans, you son of a bitch. Tigers Storm grand final. in a couple of seasons' time. Marcus. Ahoy there, Marcus. Marcus on TikTok says that kick out was amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Oh the Button. I'm so sorry, but you know how they say never say never? Well, they say never say never. Well, I am going to go on record and say the Titans will never win an NRL premiership. Never win an NRL premiership. Tanawa. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Tanawa says Bunnies on top. Bunnies on top. Oh, okay. Let's just appreciate how good this performance was from the Rabbitohs, okay? Jamie Humphries, their starting halfback, gone with a hammy inside the first 5 minutes. Cody Walker ruled out for the second half. How many teams? I don't care who you're playing. I do not care at all about the quality of the opposition. If you lose your opening halves pairing throughout the course of a game, you don't win. You just don't. Simple as that. If you lose your opening halves pairing throughout the course of a game, you do not win games of footy. Well, you do if you've got Wayne Bennett as the coach, because Wayne Bennett had Jaden Sullivan prepped and primed and raring to go. Jaden Sullivan, number 14, off the bench, took the game by the scruff of the neck. Latrell took the game by the scruff of the neck. Jye Gray took the game by the scruff of the neck. The spine. Wayne Bennett's a god. Absolute god. I wish that the Sharks, I'm a Sharks supporter. Oh, how I wish that Wayne Bennett would come and coach us. Not this nonce that we've got. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, Jamie, Oh the Button, Pikachu. I look forward to a future stream in 2025. Somewhere coming up in the later rounds where my Sharks play your Titans in the battle for the wooden spoon this year. It's going to be exciting. No, Pika Jesus just looks that sounds horrible. Let's never say that ever again. Peek at Jesus just sounds like someone's accidentally left their phone unlocked, and we've seen some sneaky selfies that we weren't supposed to see from Jesus. You know what I mean? Jesus has been sending those dick pics to the angels, and we weren't meant to see them. Anyway, this stream's gone downhill very rapidly. Where did that come from? Oh, you son of a bitch. You're the one that started it, you cheeky bug. Anyway, so we go into the valley. We'll talk off stream. No, it's okay. I don't think we are. I mean, we could. We could, but we'll talk off stream. Anyway, I think I'm all talked out now. Been a good couple of games, some tight, intense couple of games. I mean, I'll stick around if there's more chat room banter. I'm happy to stick around. If there's any questions, fire away. Otherwise, I shall head off. And don't feel bad about asking one, by the way. Just because I phrased it that way, don't feel bad about asking one. But if there's not, I shall take my leave. Twist my arm, I dare ya. Oh yeah, because you need your arm twisted. You need your arm twist. You need your arm twisted. I sent one message. Okay, one message. All right, so if people haven't figured it out already, the button in the YouTube chat room and I are obviously friends in real life. Like, when I say real life, I mean off stream. Somebody that I obviously know. Okay, you want to talk about arm twisting? This is how easy it is. So, there's a K-pop group called Stacy. It's like, okay, think about Simpsons, Malibu Stacy. Like, that's how you pronounce the name, Stacy. But it's spelled Stayc. Like, it's not spelt like the name Stacy. It's stay and the letter C. Stacy. So anyway, I am... Okay. Korean girls are my weakness. I love Korean girls. So I'm pretty heavily into K-pop as a consequence of this. I found out that this group, Stacy, they're touring Australia. I've sent him a message. Oh, actually, I didn't send you a message. I tagged you on Facebook. I've done a tag on Facebook. I've said, the button. Keen? Question mark. Why not? Arm twisted. I don't think he even listens to K-pop. I mean, I have successfully, I believe, talked him into the love of Korean girls, but it didn't take much convincing. All right. Anyways, I feel like I've degenerated this chat enough to take off. Oh, Brendan Bucker, your daughter loves Blackpink. Not a favorite of mine. My favorite, I'm into more the, I can't believe that we've actually successfully started a K-pop chat on an NRL live stream. I mean, that requires some sort of reward, surely. I'm not a fan of like the boppy club tunes. Like, I'm into, there is actually such a thing as like alternative, darker K-pop. So one of my favorites, Dreamcatcher do like a whole nightmare concept, and some of their tunes are like really, like, it's still K-pop and it's still pop music, but there are no, I understand. She's 10. I get it. She's allowed to like Blackpink. Anyone's allowed to love Blackpink. I don't like the music, but Rosie, oh, a Kiwi goddess. Anyway, I digress. What was I on about? Dreamcatcher. I like, there's alternative, like heavy metal undertones to their music. You look at stuff like Dreamcatcher, Scream, Dreamcatcher, any of their early stuff is, very, very alternative, heavy metal, goth, as DJ Shaq said, laced stuff. Yeah. Brandon Parker listens to Thy Art is Murder. I'll tell you, my favorite band of all time is not Thy Art is Murder. It's Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah. Hey, honestly, anyone who got hold of my Spotify playlist would just be like, I don't know what this guy's into. There is just so much random stuff here. Like some of my favorite bands throughout the years, Avenged Sevenfold, I've been into Green Day. I've been into Placebo. I've been into Trivium. I love my K-pop, as I just said. It's crazy. But that's music, isn't it? Like music is a very deep personal ride through what you're into. I will even happily sit down and listen to Westlife and the Backstreet Boys. A1 is another one. Yeah. What is it? Eclectic. I'm going to reach out to DJ Shaq here, my human thesaurus over the years. Years. Isn't it crazy, DJ Shaq, that we can now actually say years? Years that we've all known each other. A very eclectic musical taste. All right. I am going to go now. I think we've done enough post-stream damage for one night. Thank you so much, Waste of Water Sports, here on Friday Night Footy. Back tomorrow. Super Saturday. Bring it on. Shall catch you then. Cheers. Oh, very nice. Hang on, I'm not leaving yet. Your daughter's learning piano now. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's really awesome. Good friend of mine. Well, not good. Okay. When I say good friend, I just mean I used to be a live show promoter and I used to put on shows. Well, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Oh, you used to be a live show promoter. Oh, and you used to put on shows. Well, who'd have thought that that's what the fuck a live music promoter did? Anyway, I digress. Robert M., thank you very much. 19 months of channel membership, and I'm pretty sure that it's been more than that. Might have had a month or two off in between, which is absolutely fine. I feel like I've known you for years as well, Robert M. 19 months on the fly, but I feel like I've known you for at least a couple of years. Yeah, so I was going to say, what was I going to say? What were we talking about? Oh, daughter playing piano. Yeah. Friend of mine, Nora Lynn, soloist, plays piano. Oh, she stole my heart. Lovely Indonesian girl. Very, very tall. She's like 7 foot tall. If she didn't play piano, she could easily have played netball. Long fingers, as you would expect from a 7 foot tall girl. But yeah, I mean, I'm exaggerating. She's not actually 7 foot, but I mean, she'd be pressing 6 foot for sure. Very tall girl. But yeah, wonderful. Indonesian Nora Lynn. She's from here in Brisbane. She's played quite a few shows of mine over the years, and majestic, angelic voice. Plays the piano. Fantastic. Recommend checking her out. Anyway, her music. Yeah. Her music. No, it's all right. Indonesian, not Thai. We're all good. We're all good in that respect. Okay, Waste of Water Sports. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later. I really better go now. Cheers.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. They're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less from the kickoff to the final whistle blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise the road, from sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporting crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.